So Kelby was a young man, and he was on the wrong path. He was hanging out with some people that he didn't need to be hanging out with. They were influencing him. Well, it ended up sending him to prison. And a detective that was kind of working with him and I guess, investigating and asking some questions, spent some time with him. And at the end of their interview time, he called a pastor friend of his, the detective did. And he called the pastor, whose name is Jason Wilson, and he said, I got a young man I just kind of want you to meet, maybe talk to a little bit. So it put Kelby and Pastor Jason together, and the pastor said, I just saw a young man that needed affirmation. He needed to know that somebody cared about him, that somebody loved him. So Kelby, that changed him, changed his heart. And he started trying to do the right thing. He had some struggles. But fast forward to now, that young man who was headed down the wrong path is a pastor.
Come on.
He's a preacher at church.
That's so good.
At the original pastor that he met at the same church.
That's great.
Is that not great? Because a detective saw something in this young man that he recognized as really a cry for help. He just wanted somebody to pay attention and tell him he was doing good.
Then the pastor went into that jail?
Yeah.
And then invested in that young man, and that young man is serving Jesus right now at this moment.
Instead of serving time, he's serving Jesus.